and gentlemen, we're just about to go live for tonight's showcase event. Please ensure your mobile phones are switched off, and please remain in your seat throughout this broadcast. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your hosts for the evening, Stephen McIver and Hayley Holt.
Kia ora, good evening and hello world. Firstly, please put your hands together for the Māori Performing Arts Group Haka Legends for that spine-tingling welcome. What a way to kick off the show. FIFA Organising Committee Chairman, Minister for Sport, distinguished guests. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Auckland for the official draw of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup New Zealand 2015.
It's an absolute pleasure to be your host for tonight's show.
We're honoured to be here tonight for such a globally significant sporting moment. New Zealand has developed a reputation of being an exceptional host of major international sporting events, and we're certainly looking forward to welcoming the world once again in 2015, when we play host to FIFA's second largest male tournament, the FIFA Under-20 World Cup.
We're joined this evening by many distinguished guests. In addition to our colleagues from FIFA, we'd like to formally welcome FIFA Vice President and Organising Committee Chair, Mr Geoffrey Webb, the Minister for Sport, the Honourable Dr Jonathan Coleman, representatives of our qualified teams, guests from the 7 host cities and the tournament's commercial partners. Haere mai and welcome everyone. We'd now like to play a special message from the FIFA Secretary-General, Jerome Valk, who is unable to be here today.
Kia ora, good evening to all of you. I'm sorry that I cannot be here with you tonight for the official draw of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup 2015. New Zealand will be hosting a FIFA tournament for the 3rd time, and I am sure that it will be an excellent event again. I'm convinced that the organisers will continue to work with energy and passion, and that we will see great games and outstanding players. Such a tournament, however, is not only a chance to watch the rising stars of football, but also to get to know a beautiful and culturally rich country and to come together with people from all around the world. I wish good luck to all the teams and a nice evening to you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jerome. Well, this is the first time in history that the FIFA Under-20 World Cup has been hosted here in New Zealand, and we are hugely excited about such a high-profile football competition coming to our part of the world. Simply put, this is the one. This tournament will be the biggest celebration of global football ever seen in New Zealand. It's the launch pad of legends, a showcase of the world's greatest emerging football talent, with more goals, more action than any other global football event. There is just no doubt that the stars of tomorrow will be scoring goals right here in our own stadiums. So you just have to be there.
The competition will be played in a total of 7 cities, embracing the whole of New Zealand: Auckland, Christchurch, Dunedin, Hamilton, New Plymouth, Wellington and Whangarei.
Yes, this is New Zealand's once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see the passion of the beautiful game up close in its most uninhibited form, as the stars of tomorrow strut their stuff in front of thousands of enthusiastic fans.
So let's take a look at what awaits the teams as they prepare to travel to the various parts of our beautiful country.
We are very good at hosting World Cups, and we're very good at showing off New Zealand's culture. There'll be 9,000 people coming from all around the world to New Zealand to see the tournament. 7 cities enjoying hosting those particular teams, and of course 100 countries will actually see this football event. So a great way of promoting New Zealand, a great way of hopefully people getting to experience what is fantastic about our country, and maybe encouraging others to come down for a holiday one day.
And now you can see why we are truly blessed to be living in such a stunning country. And just look at the passion of our football fans, hey? Well, I don't know about you, Hayley, but I've got to say, just watching all that, I've got shivers down my spine. I just can't wait for the tournament to start.
I totally agree. This country is really going to turn it on for this event. I'll be ordering my tickets straight after tonight's show.
Indeed you will be, McGill. Yes, plenty for the teams to see and do when they come to our shores, but of course, all of the teams are competing for the honour and prestige of winning the FIFA Under-20 World Cup and lifting the coveted prize in Auckland on the 20th of June 2015. Look, the trophy's been travelling the length and breadth of New Zealand in recent months to promote the tournament in local communities, businesses, football clubs, and just as importantly, our schools. Today, it's the honour of the Oceania Player of the Century and former All-White, Winton Rufer, to bring this stunning piece of silverware to the stage, accompanied by triple platinum recording artist and host of X Factor New Zealand, Stan Walker, with the official match ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Winton Rufer and Stan Walker. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We'll be seeing more of both Winton and Stan a little later in the show.
This tournament has been 4 years in the making, with the highest levels of support from host cities, New Zealand football, partners, suppliers, and of course, central government. So, to welcome guests here this evening, we are pleased to invite onto the stage the Honourable Dr. Jonathan Coleman, Minister for Sport and Recreation.
Thank you, Stephen and Hayley, and kia ora. On behalf of the New Zealand Government, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to you all as we look forward to our nation hosting the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. And I especially acknowledge our guests from FIFA who are here today, in particular Jeffrey Webb and his wife Kendra. Jeffrey is the chairman of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup Organising Committee, and it's great to have you here. In May and June, New Zealand will play host to the best under-20 players in the world. 24 teams will battle it out over 21 days across 7 New Zealand host cities to see who will be crowned the Under-20 World Cup champions. Every game will be action-packed as these players bid to join the likes of Messi, Owen and Adriano as the next wave of global footballing superstars. The tournament is expected to be broadcast live in more than 100 countries, with a global audience of more than 170 million people. We're lucky to have the opportunity to witness this all in our own backyard, and it's going to be the best football ever played on these shores. The privilege of hosting this fantastic international tournament speaks volumes to how far the beautiful game has come in New Zealand. Football is continuing to grow here. It's now our most popular participation sport for kids aged 16 and under. It's been 4 years since New Zealand won the right to host this event, and the local organising committee, Chairman Bill Moran, CEO Dave Beach, the board and the rest of the team have been working tirelessly to ensure that this event is the success it deserves to be. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank them for their efforts to date. I've got no doubt that New Zealanders are going to get behind this event, filling the 7 host stadiums with all the noise, colour and passion that's associated with world football. Kiwis are looking forward to an unprecedented festival of football. To all those teams, officials and supporters attending the tournament, you're going to have an unforgettable experience. We look forward to seeing you in May. Kia ora and welcome to New Zealand.
Thank you very much, Minister. I can tell you we all share your excitement for this fantastic event.
And now I'd like to welcome onto the stage the FIFA Vice President and Chairman of the Organising Committee for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, Mr. Jeffrey Webb. Mr. Webb's going to give us a little bit more of an insight from FIFA's perspective as to what we can expect when this tournament hits our shores in just over 3 months from now.
Minister of Health, Sports, Recreation, Honourable Dr. Jonathan Coleman, team representatives, host cities, local organizing committees, commercial affiliates, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of FIFA President, I would like to give each and every one of you a warm New Zealand welcome to this occasion for the draw for the 2015 FIFA Under-20 World Cup. This is the 20th edition of this prestigious competition, which has been organized by FIFA since 1977. We are really looking forward to being here in May and June to watch some exciting world-class football. Several of the stars who have played in previous FIFA World Cups played in the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, such as James Rodriguez of Colombia, Paul Pogba of France, who eventually won the 2013 World Cup in Turkey. No doubt we will see more World Cup stars discovered here in New Zealand in a few months. As you know, 24 teams from around the world will play in the competition, and I am sure that each and every one of them are preparing vigorously to ensure that the matches reflect their skill and passion for the game. I would like to personally wish all the teams the best in the competition. FIFA is very happy to be here in New Zealand to organize the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, which is the second men's biggest tournament. It is a wonderful competition that inspires many youth, boys, girls alike, to play football and to follow football clubs. We hope that this also will be an inspiring case for New Zealand. We also hope that as many fans will fill the stadium and those who are watching on television will come and participate in the fan experience. Finally, I would like to thank the local organizing committee under the leadership of Bill Morant and Dave Beach and the board for its diligent work in ensuring that the FIFA Under-20 World Cup is on the road to success. And I'm sure New Zealand will host the greatest Under-20 World Cup in its history. I hope that you enjoy this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey. We hope you enjoy the rest of your stay here in New Zealand. We're delighted to have you here, of course.
Now, as mentioned by the FIFA Organising Committee Chairman, many of the world's greatest footballers have played in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in previous years. So why don't we have a look back at some of the best moments in this tournament, featuring some of those superstars of the world game. Great goals, great players, just simply stunning. I don't know about you, but I just can't wait to see football like that here in New Zealand. Some truly breathtaking goals.
I'm sure we'll see some even better ones in New Zealand, Stephen. Maybe we can even break the record for the number of goals at a FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Who knows? Now we get to the part of the show that you've all been waiting for, the actual draw for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, New Zealand 2015.
Shortly, we'll welcome our draw conductors, but to assist them with tonight's proceedings, please welcome on stage some of the legends of New Zealand football. Oceania, Player of the Century, Winton Rufer, his former All Whites teammate and captain of New Zealand's first successful qualification to the World Cup in 1982, Steve Sumner. Former All White and Premier League star Danny Hay, and the most capped All White of all time and semi-finalist in last year's FIFA Club World Cup, Ivan Visilic.
And we're honoured to introduce one of New Zealand's many female sports stars. Please welcome to the stage New Zealand's Silver Ferns captain, Casey Kopua.
Ladies and gentlemen, to conduct tonight's draw, please welcome FIFA Events Director Colin Smith and to assist him, Senior Competitions Manager Rhiannon Martin. Colin, Rhiannon, the floor is yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the FIFA President, we'd like to welcome you here to Auckland for the draw of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, New Zealand 2015. 24 teams from all around the world have qualified for the final competition here in New Zealand from 30th of May to 20th of June. Before we proceed with allocating the teams into the different positions, we'll now explain the draw mechanics. On the stage in front of you, you can see two sets of pots. To my left are the team pots, and to my right are the group pots. In pot 1, the FIFA Organising Committee has determined that there will be the host team, New Zealand, representing OFC, and the 5 best placed teams from the other confederations. These teams are Qatar, winner of the Asian Confederation AFC, Argentina, winner of the South American Confederation CONMEBOL, Mexico, winner of the North and Central America and the Caribbean Confederation CONCACAF, Germany, winner of the European Confederation UEFA, and the CAF champion from Africa, who will only be known after the African Youth Championship final on the 22nd of March. Pot 2 has the 3 remaining teams from AFC, that's Korea, DPR, Myanmar and Uzbekistan, and the 3 remaining teams from CAF. For today's draw, these CAF teams will be drawn as CAF 2, CAF 3 and CAF 4. And there will be a draw in Senegal to determine these 3 positions after the final of the qualifying competition. Pot 3 has the 3 remaining teams from CONCACAF, Honduras, Panama and the USA. And from CONMEBOL, Brazil, Colombia and Uruguay. And finally, pot 4 has the winning team from OFC, Fiji, and the 5 remaining teams from UEFA, Austria, Hungary, Portugal, Serbia and Ukraine.
So we'd just like to explain to you that with regards to pot number 1, FIFA and the local organising committee have decided to share the champions the length and breadth of this beautiful country, New Zealand. So what has been decided is that in Auckland, in Group A, New Zealand will be playing. In Group B, as the CONMEBOL champion, will be Argentina, playing in Wellington. In Group C, Qatar, as the Asian champion, will be playing in Hamilton. Mexico, as the CONCACAF champion, will be playing in Group D in Dunedin. In Group E, in New Plymouth, will be the CAF champion, which, as Colin explained, will be known on the 22nd of March after the African Youth Championship. And last but not least will be Germany as the UEFA winner in Group F in Christchurch.
Now, there are 2 steps to the draw. The first step is to draw a ball from the team pots on my left. The next step is to draw a ball from the group pots on my right in order to know which position the team will be drawn in. Also, FIFA has the principle that no teams from the same confederation shall be drawn into the same group. That's for both sporting and geographic reasons.
As you can see in front of you, we have got We've got 6 different groups, A, B, C, D, E and F, and in those are 3 balls. And the position of these balls is position 2, 3 and 4 in the respective groups.
Okay, so let's begin with the draw. Ivan, if we can have the white ball representing New Zealand, please. Thank you.
And as mentioned before, the balls in this group will be drawn straight into position 1.
New Zealand.
So New Zealand will be playing the opening match in Auckland on the 30th of May.
Okay. Thank you. Qatar.
And Qatar, as the Asian champion, will be playing in position C1 in the beautiful city of Hamilton.
Thank you. Argentina.
And Argentina, as the South American champion, will be playing in position B1 in Wellington. Argentina have actually won this event in the past. The last time they won it was in 2007.
Ivan. Thank you. Germany.
And Germany will be in position F1 in Christchurch. And I'm sure the under-20 team are hoping to replicate what their senior team did last year in the 2014 FIFA World Cup.
Ivan. Thanks. CAF champion.
And the CAF champion will be playing in New Plymouth in position E1. And as we said before, they will be known on the 22nd of March.
And the last ball from pot 1, please, Ivan. Thank you. And it's Mexico.
And Mexico will be in position D1 in the southernmost city of Dunedin. Actually, Mexico are participating for an impressive 14th time in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup.
Okay, now we move on to pot 2. As mentioned, this pot has 6 balls, with the remaining 3 teams from AFC and the remaining 3 teams from CAF. In order to avoid 2 teams from the same confederation being drawn into the same group, the first CAF team drawn will be allocated to Group C, with the AFC winner, Qatar. And the first AFC team drawn will be allocated to Group E, with the CAF champion. Okay, Ivan, if we can have the first ball from pot 2, please. Thank you. Korea DPR.
And as Korea DPR is an Asian team, that means they automatically are drawn into the same the same group as the CAF champion, which is Group E. So please, Danny, if you can draw a ball from Group E, give it a nice mix. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oops. Korea DPR are actually playing for a 3rd time in the FIFA Under-20. Oops, and they will be in position E3. Korea DPR, E3.
Okay, Ivan, thank you. Give it a stir. Thank you. Myanmar.
And as Myanmar is the 2nd Asian team drawn, that means we go to Group A. So, Winton, please draw a ball from Group A. Myanmar are actually participating for the very first time, not only in a FIFA Under-20 World Cup, but in a FIFA competition. And they were also hosts of the Asian qualifiers. They will be in position A4. And they will also play their first match in the lovely city of Whangarei.
Thank you. CAF 4.
And as this is the first African team drawn, as Colin mentioned before, it needs to go into the same group as the Asian champion, which means Group C. So Steve, please, a ball from Group C. Thank you very much. They will be in position C4.
Okay, Van.
And as we have now avoided any confederation clashes, we can proceed with completing the rest of the groups B, D and F.
CAF 3.
So CAF 3 will be in Group B. Winton, please. One ball from Group B. Thank you. B3 for CAF 3.
Okay, Van. Thank you. CAF 2.
So CAF 2 will go in Group D. So Steve, please, one ball from Group D. Kia ora. And it is position D2.
Okay, Van, we've got the last ball from pot 2, please. Thank you. Uzbekistan.
And Uzbekistan will be in Group F. So one ball, please, from Group F. It's the fourth time, actually, Uzbekistan are playing in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. So let's see where they will be positioned. F3. Uzbekistan, F3.
Okay, now we come on to pot 3, and the same principle applies here in order to avoid two teams from the same confederation being drawn into the same group. This means that the first CONCACAF team drawn will be allocated to Group B with the CONMEBOL winner, Argentina. The first CONMEBOL team drawn will be allocated to Group D with the CONCACAF winner, Mexico. So Casey, if we could please have the first ball from pot 3. Thank you. Panama.
And as Panama is a team from CONCACAF, they will be playing with the champion of CONMEBOL in Group B. So, Winton, one ball from Group B, please. Panama actually were finalists in the qualifiers. They will be in position B2, which means that the very first match in Wellington will be Argentina versus Panama.
Okay, Casey. Thank you. Uruguay.
And as Uruguay is a team from South America, they will be playing in the same group as the champion from CONCACAF, which means Group D. So please, Steve, a ball from Group D. Thank you very much. Uruguay actually were runners-up in the 2013 edition in Turkey. They will be playing in position D3.
Okay. Thank you. USA.
And since we have also avoided the continental clashes here again, USA will go in Group A. So please, Winton, a ball from Group A. USA have also got a very good track record here at the Under-20. They've qualified, or this is the 14th time that they've qualified, and they will be playing their opening match in Whangarei as position A3.
Okay, Casey. Thank you. Colombia.
Colombia will be playing in Group C. So, Steve, let's hope that this year we'll see the next James Rodriguez. What a great player he is. Position C2, which means that their very first match will be against Qatar.
Okay, Casey. Thank you. Brazil.
Brazil will be in Group D. So, Steve, one more.
Group
Sorry,
E.
Group E. Sorry, Group E. That was a close one. Thank you very much, Danny. And Brazil, as you may know, great football team. They have been playing 18 times. They will be playing in position E2.
Okay, Casey, if I could have the last ball from pot 3, please. Thank you. Honduras.
And Honduras will be playing in Group F. So, a ball from Group F, please. Honduras last played in 2009 in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. This time they're in position F4. Honduras, F4.
Okay, now we move on to pot 4, our last pot. Here we have 1 white ball and 5 red balls. This is again in accordance with the same principle of not having 2 teams from the same confederation. Therefore, the white ball represents the winning team from OFC, Fiji. This will be drawn into Group F with the UEFA winner, Germany. The remaining 5 UEFA teams will be drawn into Groups A to E. So, Casey, if I could have the white ball, please, for Fiji. Thank you. Fiji.
So, Danny, this time from Group F, please. And it's the very first time that Fiji are playing in a FIFA tournament as well, ladies and gentlemen. How exciting to be playing in their neighbouring country of New Zealand. They will be playing in position F2 with their very first match against Germany in Christchurch.
Okay, Casey. Thank you. Ukraine.
And now, since we have we have avoided the continental clash, we will just continue to fill the groups in the teams in positions A to E. So, Winton, let's have the last ball from Group A. Thank you. And Ukraine are in position A2, which means that the opening match here in the beautiful city of Auckland will be New Zealand versus the Ukraine.
Okay, Casey. Thank you. Austria.
Austria will be playing in Group B. So, Winton, the last ball, please. Austria played in Turkey as well in 2013. This time they will be playing in Wellington in position B4. Austria, B4.
Thank you. Portugal.
Portugal will be playing in Group C in Hamilton. So, Steve, the last ball, please. Portugal are hoping to win the Under-20 World Cup for the 3rd time. Oops. And we are certainly hoping to see the next Cristiano Ronaldo in their team. They'll be playing in position C3. Portugal, C3.
Thank you.
Serbia Serbia will be playing in Group D, so the last ball from Group D. Thank you. Hopefully we'll see the next Vidic in their team as well. Position D4 for Serbia in Dunedin.
And Casey, if I could have the last ball, please. Thank you. Hungary. Oh.
And Hungary will be playing in Group E, so the last ball, please. They actually came third in the 2009 edition, which is very good. Let's see if the draw is correct, and they are in position E4. Hungary, E4.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the positioning of the teams. So let's just recap the groups from positions 1 to 4 in each group. Group A in Auckland and Whangarei, we have got New Zealand, Ukraine, USA and Myanmar. In Group B in Wellington, we have Argentina, Panama, CAF 3 and Austria. Group C in Hamilton, we have Qatar, Colombia, Portugal and CAF 4. In Group D in Dunedin, we have Mexico, CAF 2, Uruguay and Serbia. In Group E in New Plymouth, we have CAF champion Brazil, Korea DPR and Hungary. And in Group F in Christchurch, we have Germany, Fiji, Uzbekistan and Honduras. Ladies and gentlemen, this now concludes the draw for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup New Zealand 2015. Thank you to our draw assistants for all your help. And we look forward to welcoming all of you back in New Zealand on May the 30th for the start of the competition. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our thanks to Colin and Rhiannon for that rather fascinating draw, but now we know where the host cities are and we're going to talk about that in just a moment. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a warm round of applause to the New Zealand Silver Fern captain, Casey Kopua. And now I'd like to ask our venerable experts to come down here and discuss the draw as it has been laid out for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup New Zealand 2015. Gentlemen, just come step forward in the light so we can see your glimmering faces. Well, Danny, I'll start with you first. And we have to talk about the host city, New Zealand. First up, Ukraine, and then down the track, USA. Interesting set of circumstances, you might say.
Oh, absolutely. There's certainly no easy games. I mean, everybody's got here on rights, so you know that every side's going to be very strong. But I can't speak for the New Zealand coaches, Darren Baisley and Neil Imlam, but I think they'd be relatively happy with that draw, looking at it on paper.
Do you have any idea of who they wanted to avoid, maybe, to suit their style of play?
Oh, look, I don't want to put the mocker on our New Zealand boys, but traditionally, and I stress traditionally, we haven't matched up all that well against South American sides. So the fact that we've avoided them is probably a bonus.
All right, good start for New Zealand. Well, Steve, you've taken a good look at the draw. What group do you fancy? Group D, I must say, does have that D for death about it.
Look, there is. Right the way through, I'm thinking there's banana skins right through all these groups. And, look, I think it's about the players sort of backing themselves and backing each other on the day. And you just don't know who's going to come through the groups. And, of course, there's, you know, top teams like Argentina. I think they won it 7 times, and Brazil have won it 6 times. So some fantastic games coming up.
Winston, obviously, when we see Germany there, we think about you at the time that you spent in Germany. But there was quite a murmur around the crowd when it says Germany, Fiji, Christchurch. First game, and I'm wondering whether they're saying, well, Germany, Fiji, Christchurch, a bit cold.
They were probably remembering in 1999 when Germany were in the group in Christchurch with the under-17s, and they didn't get out of that group. So most of the crowd probably remembered that. And they were in the group with Brazil, Mali and Australia. So probably on that regard, Frank, the German coach, I think he's probably not too happy that he's playing Fiji in the first game, but...
When you look at Group D, do you see Germany having a favourable draw in the group stage?
Well, look, if you go back over history, and as I said, we hosted the Under-17 World Cup. Australia made it through to the final against Brazil. In the 1993 Under-20 World Cup that Australia hosted, they made it through to the semi-finals. So I'm looking from New Zealand's point of view, and a few boys there in the team from my academy, so I think they'll get through in their group.
Nice plug there, buddy. All right, Ivan, what team takes your fancy right now?
I'm really excited to see New Zealand in Group A. You know, it's going to be great for the country and see some good players on show. I think for a dark horse for me, I think Portugal had a very good qualifying round. They came second to Germany in Europe, and I think they could be a surprise package.
Danny, I'd like to go back to Group C in Hamilton, because that first match, Qatar, Colombia, and there's a lot of murmuring about Qatar could be one of those sort of surprise packages.
Yeah, well, look, that's potentially one of the groups of death. There's some very, very good sides in there, obviously. But Qatar, from what I've heard and what I understand, they haven't left a stone unturned. They're preparing this team very, very well. They've obviously got the World Cup in 2022, and you'd hope, well, they'd hope that this squad will make up a large part of that side. So they're preparing them very, very well, and I think they will probably be one of the dark horses of the tournament.
Steve, when you look at groups, I'd like to go to the real group of death, as we call it, Mexico, CAF, Uruguay and Serbia. Contrasting styles of play. Have you gone there? I like that team straight up.
Well, that's an amazing group, and look, there's talent right through all those sides, and CAF too as well. We don't even know who they are. I've had a look at the African nations left in, and they're all amazing, whoever they are. It's a dead set group of death, that one. So, but I fancy Mexico. They've not won it. They've been in there 14 times. And they might be my dark horses.
OK. Have you got a dark horse there, Winton?
No, look, I'm a bit biased. I'm just looking at New Zealand, and I can see them going through. And, because, you know, Argentina, Brazil, Germany, all these amazing nations coming to our shores. We had it with the girls in 2008 when we hosted the under-17 or under-19s, under-17s with the girls. 99, that's what brought me back to New Zealand, thanks to FIFA. So that's why I'm here today. So looking forward to, you know, another good tournament.
OK, so there's a lot of talk about New Zealand, so we might as well talk about one important thing that host countries have. They are the host. You've all played here. You know what it's like to play in front of your own country. How much of an advantage, realistically, can that be?
You know, I think from the group we see it's going to be very difficult, no matter what team they play against. But, you know, I hope that the country gets out behind them and they fill the stadiums, because we're going to see some world stars here, and they're going to be the future stars of football, and they're going to be in our country in May and June, and I hope the public get behind them.
The timing, might I say, with the Club World Cup was pretty good with Auckland. You guys came out in very good shape. Do you think that's now brought football back to the top of people's minds in this country as you walk around the streets?
Absolutely. I mean, we've helped create a bit of buzz in New Zealand for football, and you know, we've highlighted the beautiful game as a beautiful game, and hopefully in May and June that'll be shown again.
Winton, styles sometimes make tournaments. What can people of New Zealand expect to see from all these 24 nations?
Well, as I've mentioned, you know, the Auckland City did this amazing job here on the world stage, getting third place, and then Ivan here, bronze medal, as the third best player in the world, so that was really good. So we've got to give football a plug, you know, when we can. We don't get many of these opportunities, so no, to host this Under-20 World Cup, and then see the next Ivan Visilici's and Danny Hayes, and then, of course, most of them don't remember when Steve and I were playing, but that's okay, you know. We'll let these boys have the limelight for now. So.
But this is where dreams are made, Steve, isn't it?
It is, and we're going to see superstars of the future in this World Tournament, no doubt about that. If you look at the people that have played there in the past, the Messis, the Maradonas, Aguero, Ronaldo, we're going to see some of those guys this year.
OK, we're on a time limit here, so I'll ask you one simple question, even though you may have mentioned it before. Early days, down the line, 1 through 4, not pot 1, 2, 3 and 4, just 1 through 4. Pick an early winner.
Difficult, but I'm going to go with Argentina.
And the same for me. I mean, 7-time winners of the tournament, Argentina.
New Zealand beats Brazil in the final.
I love your left of field. Well, you never can tell. And your final winner?
I'd love to see that as well, but I think I'll stick with Germany.
All right, well, there you have it, folks, the thoughts of our venerable guests who have played on the world stage. Gentlemen, could you please return to your seats? Thank you so much for your time. And I would like to welcome back onto stage my wonderful, glamorous-looking co-host in the form of Hayley Holt. Hey, Hayley.
So now that you know who is playing where, I'm sure that you're all dying to know how you can be there too and where you can get your tickets for this fantastic celebration of global football. Let's get a quick snapshot.
Come on and take it.
And you will be hearing that song many times over in the coming months as the official song of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup New Zealand 2015. So, here's how you go about getting tickets. They're on sale tomorrow for Visa card holders. And if you don't hold a Visa card, then you need to get on the wait list. Now, Hayley, can you give us that website again, please?
I sure can, Stephen. It's fifa.com/NZ2015. That's fifa.com/NZ2015.
So make sure you register now, as you don't want to miss out on this fantastic opportunity. See the next football superstar discovered right here in good old New Zealand. Now, those individual tickets to see the best football you'll ever see in New Zealand go on sale on March the 10th.
You'd be mad to miss it.
Yes, you would be completely mad to miss it. You would. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of the official draw for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup New Zealand 2015.
It's been such a pleasure to have been your host this evening. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you all in May.
To close the show, we now have two very special performances. Shortly, we'll welcome back onto stage the Haka Legends. But right now, New Zealand's very own triple platinum recording artist and host of X Factor New Zealand, Mr. Stan Walker.
Stan, the stage is yours.
Can you hear me crying now?
heart is. Say, yeah, what you say, what's it gonna take? What's it gonna take? Yeah, what you say, what's it gonna take? Yeah, yeah. Say, ooh, listen to me say. Everybody, God bless.
Come on,